Designed by Dr. Richard Vogt in June 1944, the Blohm Voss P represented one of the most ambitious ideas of the late war. It was conceived as a multi-role aircraft, night fighter, light bomber, and ground attack plane, with the primary goal of creating a new heavy fighter. Its boldest innovation was the mixed propulsion system, with piston engines paired with jet engines to provide additional thrust and superior performance. At the time, jet engines were still a young technology. They offered exceptional speed, but were unreliable and fragile. The lack of strategic materials such as nickel, cobalt, and molybdenum forced engineers to use weaker alloys, which poorly withstood high temperatures and drastically reduced operational lifespan. The P203 combined the advantages of piston and jet engines, ensuring constant acceleration and thrust at all speeds. In cruise flight, only the piston engines could be used to save fuel, while for higher speed or power, both systems could operate together. At the front, the BMW 801 TJ radial piston engines, each producing 1,800 horsepower, drove two twin propellers in the usual manner, while beneath and behind each, fared within the same nacelle, a jet engine was installed. Three variants were envisaged for the jet engines. The 01, with Heinkel Hess 011A, could have reached 910 km per hour with a thrust of around 12.7 kN, but it was never completed due to technical problems. The 02 used Junkers Jumo 004 with a thrust of around 8.22 kN and an operational lifespan of only 10 to 30 hours, while the 03 was planned with BMW 003, more reliable with around 7.83 kN of thrust, but limited to roughly 50 hours of operation. The outer wings, thin and shallow, reduced aerodynamic drag, while the fuselage retained a traditional profile. At the front was the cockpit for two crew members, with a 1,000-kilogram bomb bay located at the center. The wing, straight and untapered in its inner section, incorporated the nacelles housing the engines before extending into thinner, more aerodynamic tips. Another feature unusual for the time was the tricycle landing gear arrangement, with the nose wheel retracting beneath the cockpit. The Blohm Voss P203, with its hybrid propulsion and bold design, represented a visionary attempt to combine speed, power, versatility, and operational endurance in a single aircraft. Never entering production, the project demonstrates how late-war aeronautical engineering was ready to experiment with extreme and innovative solutions to technical problems.